Composition for video games. In this video you will get some pretty useful tips you can use in your games right away. So composition is a big topic and sometimes we don't care much about it because we need to learn a lot of stuff. We need to learn about game engines, we need to learn about modeling, texturing, a lot of stuff. But actually composition is what helps the player know where to go in your game. So in this video we will be analyzing some elements inside Nier Automata that actually help the player to know where to go, and think about which one of those elements you can use in your games. Actually there are a lot of things involved here, like color, visual guidelines, identity, and a lot of stuff. So I will try to cover as few as possible so that you can actually use them in your game. So let's start by analyzing this shot. From the top view you will see that most of the area is green and then suddenly you see a bridge there. Let's analyze this shot for a second. Oh, I'm in Photoshop now. I took a screenshot of this shot. As you can see, it's not really high quality, but you can see that your eyes goes towards this area here. Let's put it on red here. First you see this line here, this line of the bridge, and mostly when you're working on your composition you will think on your work as lines. So let's make it a little bit prettier. I don't have a tablet on me right now, but the reason you see this line is because there is a change of value of lining. So before putting colors, before putting anything, what I believe is that you need to set up your lining so that the objective is clear. The way you make your lining stand out is just by using contrast. Here you have this area mostly lit. Then you have this area also mostly lit, and here you have some shadow here in this area. So what your eye will see is actually a change of value, and you will see, oh, this is light, then let's go to dark, then let's go to white. Oh, I'm here now. And look what happens here is that you actually see a door. This is actually a place to go in the game, and this is something you can think when you're playing the game. You actually want to go here, but let's analyze why. First of all, you have the lining here. This is the shadow area. Let's put it in blue here. This is the shadow area, and also this is also a shadow area, and this is your light area. And here you have this beautiful contrast between light, shadow, and look what happens here. Just when you see the door, you will see the light here. And the player will know where to go. So wherever you are making something, you're creating something in the level, place your light so that the contrast helps the player to know where to go. Also, we have this building here. Also, all the assets are pointing towards this direction. I put this in another color. You can see that the plants are placed in a way that they are pointing down. You could have put them here, but that will lead your eye to a place you don't want the player to look at. You have these plants here that go like this. You have these plants like this, but these ones especially, you have them pointing towards your main objective. Also, you have this cloth element here pointing down, making contrast between two materials, and everything helps so that the player can know where to go. And eventually what you will see is something like this. And no, doesn't matter where you look at, you always see here. Now, this is because of lighting and shadow. There are other elements here. For instance, this building stands out because of the elements it has, and also it's using another element in composition called framing. With framing is like you put something in your level so that, like a frame, like a like a real frame, you actually say to the player, hey, look at this, and you will see that he doesn't look here. This area is not open, so you can actually close where you want to go, and this is very powerful. And a lot of these things are made intentionally, especially like these parts here, the way they point, they are actually framing you. They want you to look at this area here. So this is actually very important. First of all, put your lights in place, and second of all, guide the player. Use visual guidelines to guide the player to where you want to go. Actually, no UI is involved. They are not telling me to go here, but as a player, I know that here something must be happening, and you automatically will go there. So here, let's analyze this part of the game. Actually, you start in a cave and then you go to the light, and actually there is a little cinematic that shows you kind of like the objective and like the place you want to go. And you can see there's actually a contrast in light and shadow, where you actually know where to go now. They show you the objective, and if you see the sand, the way the forms are forming there, you can actually see that it actually is creating contrast. Again, same principles, using contrast, and this pipe is actually pointing toward the objective. It's not just like placing randomly. It's actually, if you follow the pipe, you will know where to go, even if you don't have the UI. So let's see more visual guidelines examples in this game. So here you have a frame, and you also have this building here. This building is actually pointing towards the main path of the objective. Also, this building, all the lines are pointing this way, and in this direction you will actually see the lines coming from this angle. You will see a diagonal line here, so that the player knows where to go. Now if you continue going this way, I'm pretty sure they will put more elements. So here you have this building. This building is pointing towards the objective. Then you have this other building here that is also pointing towards the objective. And you can also go here. Let me open this. Oh shit. Okay. So another thing you have here is this building here. This is another part of the game. You have another part of the game here, and another part of the game here. Actually, two paths here. Two paths completely different, and they are all using the same principle of light and shadow. So we cover a few topics here. One is the visual guidelines, two is the contrast between light and shadow. Think how you can use them in your games so you can guide the player to the main objective. So I plan to do more videos of these, different games and also different subjects. So if you like it, hit the like button and subscribe, and see you on the next video.